Matt Armstrong has just shared another important update, and depending on when you're watching this, his next video might already be live, or it could be dropping very soon. Either way, what he revealed gives us a rare look behind the scenes and explains why Bugatti videos won't be released every single week.
The Bugatti videos are not going to be posted every single week. There's a lot of parts we need to find, source, make, and I'm just going to post them when we've got enough for a video.
The rebuild requires rare parts, custom fabrication, and constant travel between Europe and the United States. Matt only posts when there's enough real progress to justify a full episode. No filler, no shortcuts. Every decision he makes, every part sourced, and every step documented shows just how complex and meticulous these rebuilds are. This isn't a typical car restoration where you order parts from a catalog and bolt them together over a weekend. These are vehicles that cost millions of dollars new, built with proprietary technology that manufacturers guard fiercely. The Bugatti Chiron alone has over 1,800 horsepower, a carbon fiber monocoque chassis, and systems so advanced that even diagnosing issues requires specialized equipment most independent shops will never have access to. Each subsystem, from suspension electronics to braking modules, presents unique challenges that require both skill and ingenuity to address. Matt's approach has always been open and honest. He films the highs and the lows, the breakthroughs and the setbacks. When a part arrives damaged, when a supplier backs out, or when measurements don't match up, he shows it all. That transparency has grown his audience rapidly. People aren't just watching someone fix a car. They're witnessing someone challenge an entire industry structure designed to keep these repairs exclusive. It's a rare look at a world most people will never see firsthand. Before we go further, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because this story is evolving fast and every next move actually matters. The key takeaway is clear. This isn't slow content or a lack of effort. This is the reality of rebuilding some of the most complex, high-tech vehicles in the world. Every part matters. Every decision has consequences. And when manufacturers like Ferrari or Bugatti restrict access, it adds a whole new level of challenge for independent builders. Matt is navigating both the logistics of the rebuild and the bigger picture. The ongoing struggle between owners, independent builders, and manufacturers who want to control what happens to their cars long after the sale. Modern cars are often more software than hardware, communicating with servers, requiring digital authorization for repairs, and storing critical data that only manufacturers can access. Every firmware update or digital lockout adds complexity to what was already an extraordinarily difficult rebuild. Take the Ferrari 296, for example. Matt's team managed to source about half of the necessary parts. Then Ferrari abruptly stopped supplying the rest. No explanation, no warning, just a complete halt. Matt has promised to reveal the reason in a future video.
We've been really struggling for parts on that car, and there's a reason for it. We've got half the parts, and then Ferrari decided to stop selling us parts of the car, and that'll be explained in a future video.
Anyone who has followed the Bugatti rebuild will notice a familiar pattern. Major manufacturers quietly limiting independent rebuilds. This pattern isn't just frustrating, it's reshaping how independent builders must plan every project step months, sometimes years in advance. The progression is clear. First, parts become difficult to source. Then suppliers who once cooperated go silent. Technical documentation disappears. And when builders get close to finishing, new obstacles appear that seem less like coincidence and more like strategy. It's a system designed to make independent rebuilds prohibitively expensive, time-consuming, and legally risky, forcing most people to give up before they even begin. But Matt isn't most people. His persistence is backed by a global audience invested in seeing these projects through. Every video gets millions of views. Every update sparks conversations across forums, social media, and mainstream automotive media. Manufacturers can no longer ignore this. They're watching, responding, and in some cases, doubling down on restrictions rather than finding a compromise. The attention from collectors, enthusiasts, and engineers worldwide only adds pressure and highlights how unprecedented this situation has become. Whether tonight's video drops at 6 p.m. UK or comes out later, one thing is certain: Matt Armstrong continues to push the limits. He's showing exactly what it takes to rebuild modern hypercars under extreme restrictions. This isn't just about Bugatti or Ferrari, it's about ownership, control, and the rights of those who buy these incredible machines. It's a test of persistence, ingenuity, and the willingness to challenge systems designed to limit access. Consider the absurdity. Someone pays $2 million for a car. They own it, they hold the title. But if that car is damaged, the manufacturer can decide whether it ever drives again simply by refusing to sell parts. That's not protection, that's control. It raises a fundamental question. If you can't repair something you own, do you truly own it? This issue goes beyond cars. It's a debate about property, rights, and who holds power over assets in the modern age. For viewers who have followed this series from the beginning, every update highlights why each step matters. These rebuilds aren't just projects. They're live lessons in persistence, problem-solving, and navigating industry norms. Matt isn't just building cars, he's documenting the system, showing how independent builders must overcome obstacles, from unavailable parts to manufacturer roadblocks. It's both education and entertainment, and it challenges viewers to rethink what's possible. The stakes are higher than ever. Bugatti and Rimac are watching closely. Ferrari is restricting parts mid-project. The entire automotive world is debating right-to-repair legislation. Every success Matt achieves proves independent rebuilds are possible. Every setback exposes barriers that exist. And every new video adds pressure on manufacturers to justify their positions publicly. This isn't a story about one person. It's a story about the future of hypercar ownership and the rights of every car buyer worldwide. What happens next could set precedents for decades. If Matt completes these rebuilds despite opposition, it proves independent repair is viable even at the hypercar level. If he is forced to stop, it sends a warning to anyone else attempting similar projects. Either outcome will influence future court cases, legislation, and rebuild practices globally. Collectors want assurance that their investments can be maintained. Enthusiasts want to know these cars won't become unrepairable paperweights. Manufacturers are now faced with a new reality. A skilled builder with a massive platform, unlimited determination, and the ability to go public with every detail. These projects are redefining what's possible when skill, transparency, and dedication meet hypercar engineering. Make sure you're subscribed and have notifications on because every update from Matt Armstrong matters. The story is far from over, and the next developments could reshape how we view rebuilds, ownership, and manufacturer authority in the modern supercar world. This is history being written in real time, one video at a time.